was a California August in 82 when my mother gave birth to the Spam Tech crew. 13 years later had me looking at Linux. Programming made me stronger like Papa the Spinach. Now, people know that a DG carry weapons, but if that weapon is a nest you step in, we finish Contra with only one life. Finish Metal Gear 2 using only a knife, right? People might think that we're frontin', then they see all the noobs online that I'm putting. My rhymes flow just like my code, even though my source is owned by SCO. What about my Indian? I keep it low. See me on Gunbound, call me pro. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. No. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I said my heart's wide open, goatsy, and my windows min like Ho Chi. I'm just another nerd, but I rap about it. Shit talk on the net, then I laugh about it. I've been caught slipping like the Star Wars kid when I'm on eBay sniping a bid. Catch me on a webcam like Numa Numa. See me at the club and I'm rocking Puma. Another net legend if you see me yodel. Spit a little something that's anecdotal. Tell me about the time the E-Bombs world stole your chop like I stole your girl. Catch me on Gen May, not something awful. Low tax would ban me, raffle. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spams. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Crackers jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Crackers spams, yeah.
The chosen one.
What's up, meatbags? It's the opportunity ticket, never duplicated, chosen one of CG, Chicano Stanley, bad guy, bad dude, bad actor, the lighthouse in the middle of the sea, leading you to Comicsgate Destiny, the great brown hope, the detractor pope, the one, the only, the dipshit who calls himself Frog motherfucking Tony. As you can see, flying solo, as I have no idea where Autoy Fanboy is. Finbar said he's not going to be here. He's going to be unavailable for tonight. Autoy, MIA, missing in action, probably out there with the landlady. And TJ sliding in.
I made it.
As I was just saying, no one is here but me. I was threatening everyone with a solo stream.
Oh, shit.
At least 5'7" and 3/4 to join the live stream. What's up, Not a J? What's up, everybody? Things are going to be a little rough tonight. I didn't get that many articles. I didn't get that many videos. I'll explain why in a minute. But TJ, how you doing, buddy? What's been going on?
Oh, I was watching Mint's stream on the sector. Very excellent. It's more like a core memory stream. God damn. All this internet lore just came back to me. All these characters that I know. I mean, not know personally, but you know what I mean, right? Like, oh, I've seen this person. I've seen the drama.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to watch that. I was busy. And I'll explain in a minute. But is it informative? Is there a lot of people there that have talked about it?
Oh, yeah. Lots of people being referenced. Like even Matt Jarbo, of all people, got referenced.
Oh, he's in the
That's
second.
how deep they went.
There's so many people. It is a rabbit hole that just spawns off of Ethan Rel. It is it touched so many. It's like a spider web It's just,
Yeah.
you know. What's up, Shadowhawk? No, we're not. We're not going to do the Spider-Man trailer today. We'll talk about it tomorrow because it's more of a comic book thing and not more of a video game thing, right? So, but I'm glad. I got to watch that later. I got to, sort of refresh up on my sector knowledge. It's funny. There's so many people, right? Like when I started this YouTube journey, this YouTube thing, right? There was people that I watched. Matt Jarbo. I actually watched Matt Jarbo. I joke a lot about Matt Jarbo breaking my heart, especially when I'm around Saggy. I'm like, Jarbo broke my heart. And it's because I did watch Matt Jarbo when I was part of Gamergate, when I was coming up. Matt Jarbo was the guy. He was like the quartering back then, right? He was the guy who was fighting the good fight and forget them Wokies and, Gamergate all the way. He's even jokingly referenced on Kiwi Farms as the leader of Gamergate, right? So, Jarbo was someone that I watched a lot. And it really is weird to like end up going on streams with people that you watched, right, for years. Jarbo, Ethan Ralph, people like Vito. It's weird.
All these characters, yeah.
So, I'm glad for this weird journey that I'm on. And then not only that, but meeting people like, Little Movie Perp and Sean O'Rourke, people who've worked in Hollywood, meeting people who work in the video game industry. Who would have thought? Who would have thought the little Mexican guy from Chicago would have been out there rubbing elbows with people from Hollywood and shit? It's insane. It's insane. But the sector, saying all that to say, yeah, there's a lot of connections to the sector. There's a lot of sector involvement in here in CG and other spaces. And so it is a good refresher. If you haven't seen it, if you haven't got the knowledge, if you're not up on who's who, definitely check out Min's stream. I'm definitely going to do that after our show. Anything else going on with you, TJ?
Not much. I'm a very, very busy man, but I did play another game that's based on a comic book, and that's Shadow Man. Remember that?
I do.
Old ass game. Yeah, PlayStation 1 era and shit. It's crazy how all these mechanics that you see in the newer games, they're just stuffed into one tiny little PlayStation 1 era game. You know what I mean? Like it's a Zelda-like. Very Metroidvania. You can't go to this place unless you have this ability, and it also has like the what do you call it? Like how do I put this? The Half-Life style environmental storytelling was very apparent in this shit too.
Sometimes I think that's just a cop out for them not to do an actual story and just be like, oh, it's all in the environment. You gotta.
Well, that's true, but I do prefer it that way. Because I really dislike how they do it these days, where people are just talking and it's all cutscenes.
All right, what's up, Min? I'm assuming Min's stream has just ended. Nada J says the last great kill stream was the fundraiser stream before Jarbo became the first domino to turn. Ben Spastic says you're not a journalist, Tony. I remember that's the call of all the Amico people, probably the anime people too. Everyone hates me.
Oh yeah.
But it is so funny that people say I'm not a journalist. Not a journalist. Despite being on several press release lists, right? I get all the press releases. I get all the inside scoops. I've been invited to go to PAX several times and interview people, right? I can't get to Europe. I really flying to say not PAX. What's the other one? The European one is what's it called? Fuck. It's going on right now. And I actually got invited to go. But there's one in Europe that they're always trying to invite me to. They are trying to invite me to PAX all the time too, to interview people, PAX East and PAX West. But having a normal job, being a normal person and not someone who's just like solely dependent on online journalism stuff, it's inconvenient. It's not really something that I do, right? A literal journalist, not a literal lumberjack. Yeah, exactly. What if Cynic used vow restriction, sacrificing his height to gain twice the rage?
Oh, if you read JJK, by the way, you're gonna hate it. If you hate Horseman, you're gonna hate this because they do a lot of Horseman bullshit. Like, they're propping up some villain, and then they're like, "Psych! He's not the villain. You have another one instead."
Yeah, but do they at least make sense? Like, Horseman just didn't make any sense. Like, it's not even propping up. It's like Horseman goes, you ever hear of that thing called Chekhov's gun? Fuck Chekhov's gun. We're not gonna pay anything off. It's like,
oh yeah, they only did it once, so at least there's that.
So, all right. Well, if you follow me on Twitter, you'll know that today I was at church. I had to go to church today, spend time with the family, the extended family, because in 2 days it would be the anniversary of my uncle's murder. And so we had a church service today. Did that, spend time with the family. So I really didn't get a chance to do all the things I usually do, getting the shows ready. Right. I was out touching grass, doing that. Cynic put all his character creation points into delusion and not enough into height. To God Daily again. No. They used to call me Thank Google Daily, TJ. They were really upset that I found things out, and they were like, no, you just Googled it. You just Googled it. You didn't actually do it. Like, despite the fact that I actually interviewed people, I actually had, emails, documents, photos, clues, evidence, if you will. Man, I know everyone talks about like the pulling up on Eric July, but someone actually pulled up on Tommy Tellerico and took photos outside their main office or whatever. And it was funny because they had the signs in the parking lot. It was like Ferrari parking only. Like, Tommy put up like these little signs in the parking lot for like, ooh, Ferrari parking only.
The ego.
Yeah. Eric Winberg hitting us with that number 1 Shiba Inu. Thank you, Eric. As you can see, guys, we are well on our way to No Monster April. So we're at $1,322 out of the $1,500. So, you know what they say: give often, give big, just support.
We've just received word from our truck that you've received a super sticker.
Let me guess, Eric Winberg with the Shiba Inu, baby!
Was there HQ in Cuba, like one of those fake offshore banks? No, it was in California. It was a California office. It was funny. Tony also pulled up on Pat, and Pat folded. Man, that was so fucking...
Even then, you guys are pulling up. What? Over the Amico. Holy shit.
Over the Amico. So I actually pulled up on 2 guys. So there was a guy called Bacon Ice Cream. And so what happened was I went to too many games, right? It was, 2 years ago? Fuck, maybe it's like 3 years ago now. Either way, it was the is it the first time or the second time? The first time I went to too many games because I had Sidekick Max with me. Right, so we went to too many games, and this guy Bacon Ice Cream was there, and I was like, "Yo, what's up?" He's like, "What?" I'm like, "What's going on? What's up with the Amico? I mean, you guys are always talking shit. What's going on?" He's like, "Oh," and then, he's like packing up, like trying to like scoot away, like he didn't want to like fucking talk to me. And finally, he's just like, "Oh, whatever. Like, I guess it's not coming out," and like he just fucking like scuttled away like a little fucking crab. And then I had the shell, but I didn't take the shell with me the first day, right? It was still at the hotel because I didn't know who was going to be there, and I wanted to look around and make sure everything was, set up because I hadn't been there in a while. And I seen Pat the NES punk, and he was having his little table. And I was like, "Hey, what's going on, Pat?" And he didn't like me, even though we were both like Amico haters, but like he's a real leftist and he didn't like me. And he would often steal credit for my work, right? And I don't know if he did it necessarily on purpose or if like someone else was like taking my stuff and then giving it to Pat and like passing it off, like, hey, here's some information, Pat, and not telling them it came from me, right? But if you followed the Amico, you could clearly see, like, I'd write an article and I'd have really in-depth research and be like, this is like, for example, they showed off some Sesame Street games, right? And so we analyzed them. We're like, no, these come from the website. And I like had the links. I was like, people think it's 3 games because like 2 of them had Cookie Monster. I'm like, no, it's actually 4 games because this one Cookie Monster game is actually 2 games. There's like baking, there's like cooking with Cookie Monster, and then there was like making cookies with. It was like 2 weird, and they were all Flash games on the Sesame Street website. And sure enough, that like, because they did their show like every Tuesday, so then sure enough, that next Tuesday comes up. Pat does the show. They talk about it. And even though everyone else was saying 3 games was stolen from Sesame Street, Pat knew it was 4 games. And he really didn't he didn't go through how he knew. He just like, yeah, these are the games from the website and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, yeah, I know he's fucking taking my fucking info, right? And so I had, at one point, I talked to Pat's co-host via DMs. Now, what the hell's his name? It's Pat and Ian, whatever the fuck his name is. So Ian and me had DM'd, and I had like told him some information and stuff, and he had passed that off to Pat. And again, they didn't give me no fucking credit. So I went up to Pat and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And blah blah blah. By this time, D'Amico was already over, and I was like, hey, this kind of sucks that you never gave me credit. Like you were like stealing my work and you're never giving me credit for that shit. And he's like, oh, I never took any of your stuff. I had my own sources. You don't think that I had my own sources? I'm like, yeah, Pat, you probably did. But a lot of the shit you were saying was clearly coming from my work because there was certain things that I was getting like exclusive information, right? Like I was doing the research. I was looking up the games. I was doing the deep dives into this information. And I was like, I even, DM'd with your buddy Ian. And he's like, no, you didn't. You never talked to Ian. And I'm like, yes, I did. I'm like, I got fucking DMs right here. And he's like, well, let me see it. I gave him my phone. And he's like, he's scrolling. Like, he's like, well, this doesn't mean nothing. I'm like, yeah, exactly. Right. And I was like, whatever. It's all over. It's all in the past. It's whatever. I was like, I have the Amico shell. Right. I got the Amico shell. And, I was trying to get people to sign it. I was like, since you're one of the main detractors like me, I signed it. I plan on getting a couple other detractors sign it. I was like, I want to see if I can get all the detractors to, sign the show. And I go, if I bring it tomorrow, will you sign it? And Pat goes, yeah, I'll sign it. No problem. I said, cool. I'm bringing it back tomorrow. And then tomorrow came and I had the shell and I had fucking Brett Weiss. If you know who Brett Weiss is, he signed it. And some guys from another podcast, they signed it. And I approached Pat. I'm like, hey, Pat, I got the show if you want to sign it. And he's like, actually, no, I'm not going to do that now. I'm like, what? I'm like, dude, you said you'd sign it. He goes, well, I'm not. I'm like, I brought this thing here because you said you were going to sign it. I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, well, I'm not going to sign it. I'm not. I'm like, man, you're a little fucking bitch.
Oh,
Pat.
wow.
Yeah, Pat is petty. It was so stupid because it's not like him signing it was going to make this thing worth millions of dollars, right? It would have just been like,
grab a pen,
Well, I had the marker.
Scribbly. Holy shit!
He, like I said, he said he was going to sign it. I'm one of the only people that have any sort of Amico anything, especially back at that time, right? And it's just a plastic shell with Tommy and them signatures. And so It was like, oh, let's get the detractors to also sign it, like as a fuck you to Tommy and them. So it was dumb. Like I said,
we're living through the same stage. Like supposedly there was a detractor sphere, right? And then right now we're seeing the difference between the frauds and the ones who are really into it.
Oh, dude, we went through that same thing. People who are really actually detractors, people who are just jumping on to like, oh, this is a popular topic and I can get some views on it.
Goblins.
Yeah. We dealt with people switching sides one way or the other. This guy, Canadian Gamer, was like, he was a hater. And then he's like, oh, you guys are just being too mean to and he knew that he can get more views by like being anti, right? So then he switched and he was like pro Miko. It was so stupid. It was so weird. And man, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. Someone definitely needs to sit down and write a book because Tommy Tallarico, the Amico, the whole thing, it is made for a like Netflix documentary style thing. Like, because there's so much outrageous shit. Like, if I tell you some of the things that happened, it is just so insane. You're gonna be like, no, that's like, no, there's no way that happened, right? There's no way that Tommy was like running around saying that Nintendo had child pornography on its console, on the Switch. The Switch is the home of child pornography. And you're like, what the fuck, Tommy? Like, what are you talking about? Like, this guy claiming to be like the first person to ever have actual guitar music in a video game, and the first person to ever, American to work on a Sonic game, is like just outlandish claims that, 30 years ago, no one could fact check, but like you could fact check this shit so easily now. And he was still running around claiming this shit, making bets over his CEO position with like YouTubers, arguing with people like me.
This is Vince Russo booking.
Dude, he was like, at one point he was spreading rumors about me behind the scenes and like fucking doxing me. It's insane. He literally, like TJ, he literally was being investigated by the SEC for claims he made in an investor pitch presentation, right? He then gets on a phone call, a conference call with all the Amico shills and starts telling them how to fucking answer questions and how to discuss the matter. Like, he was literally directing people that were pro Amico on how to like handle the situation and how to shut the haters down. It is insane. The cults that sprung up around him, like these weird channels that showed up to like suck Tommy's metaphorical cock and then just disappeared overnight. It's crazy. It's crazy. He claims, TJ, you won't believe this, but he claims to not only be related to what's his name from Aerosmith, the main guy, Steven Tyler.
Steven Tyler, yes.
He claims to be Steven Tyler's cousin, but also he claims that he is responsible for Guitar Hero existing because he mentioned something to someone at fucking at some band. He's like, yeah, I gave that guy the idea, and then he took it and like ran with it. It's so fucking insane. He photoshopped his logo onto celebrities' t-shirts and put them on his website and pretended like it was real until he was busted. And whatever, he is exactly like Cynic, because whenever he would get busted for something, he would just turn around and go, oh, I was trolling you guys. Like, Tommy, you were trolling people for 30 years. You were pretending this was real for 30 years because it was a giant troll.
A trap.
Yeah. Insane. It turns out like none of his music was written by him, but it was actually written by a guy named Joey Kuris that he just took credit for. He just slapped his name on everything, right? It's insane. Like his story, Tommy Tallarico would tell about how he moved to LA and was sleeping under a pier for months because he was like homeless, right? I moved to LA and I was homeless and I was living under this pier, and he named the pier, right? I forget what the name of the pier is. Right? But he's like, I was sleeping under the pier because I was homeless, and then eventually I got a job at Guitar City or whatever, right? And people were like, okay, so this is the story, right? So like, let's say like, the San Fernando Pier, whatever the fuck the pier was called, right? And then people looked it up and they go, dude, that pier didn't exist because like 3 years before you went to LA, like it had got fucking blown away in like a hurricane or some shit. Like there was no pier, right? It's like every story he would tell, like it would just get fucking torn apart. Like the haters would just investigate. It's so bad that his world records, Guinness rescinded some of his world records from him.
Oh. They figured out he was lying, huh?
No, like people started contacting because people were looking into it. Like I said, he would make claims, and then like so people were like, "Oh, is this true?" Like because once you figure out he started lying about stuff, you're like, not everything he says has to be a lie, though, right? Like, it's like, is there any truth to anything that he's saying? He claimed to be on MTV Cribs, and he would show footage of like this thing he did, and it turns out it wasn't MTV Cribs. It was like some tour of his house that he hired someone to film, and it was never on MTV Cribs. He was just claiming it was MTV Cribs. I mean,
astroturfing. It's like what we see these people do over here. It's all
dude,
astroturfing.
it's not astroturfing. I wish it was. It was just straight up lying, because like astroturfing would be getting other people to say it. He was just saying these
True.
things. He
was
claimed
right.
he claimed that he worked on Metroid Prime, even though he's not credited on the game, even though there's clear evidence in like interviews and other articles from the time that he had gotten fired from working on Metroid Prime for being late. And what happened was he actually worked on the sound for a Metroid Prime trailer that was supposed to play at SpaceCon. His work was so bad that Miyamoto canned him. It was like, we got to redo everything from the beginning. This isn't like, this doesn't work. But he turns around and tells the story that actually him and Miyamoto are great friends, and that Miyamoto was so impressed with his musical abilities that Miyamoto told the designers to let Tommy make the sounds for the weapons first, and then design the weapons around the sounds that Tommy came up with. Despite him never actually working on the game and Miyamoto not speaking any English. Yeah, so it's insane. It's like Pirate Software cosplaying as an elite hacker. Yeah. Or Muda cosplaying as an engineer. Man, there's so many frauds.
Fraud days, bud. So many.
Alexander, you say he probably would lie that he knew Jesus? He took a picture with a wax statue of the Dalai Lama, claimed it was really the Dalai Lama, and that the Dalai Lama loved his music.
Pathological liar.
Dude, I don't know if it's pathological. I don't know if it was fucking habitual. I don't know if he knew he was lying. Like, did he believe those things in his head? It was like I said, it was just so insane that he would just say things and they would contradict other things. And then he would get mad because he would say stuff on this like thread on Atari Age. He'd be like, "Hey, I'm gonna make this game like one of the release games on the Amico," and then like later you'd be like, "Oh, you said this," and he goes, "No, I didn't." And you'd be like, "Tommy, here's like evidence of you saying that." "Oh, you're lying. Why are you lying about me?" It's like, dude, what the fuck? He did a TEDx talk. Okay, do you know what a TEDx talk is, DJ?
Oh yeah, it's been a thing for a while.
Okay, well, a TED talk is where they invite you, right? A TEDx talk is basically you pay your way to be on this like side stage that isn't a TED talk, right?
Right.
He labeled his
Side
a
thing.
TED talk, even though it's a TEDx talk, and pretends like he did a TED talk on video games.
Oh no.
Like I said, he got accused by a bunch of people. So like he started making noise about like all this stuff, right? And so like people started coming out of the woodwork and basically being like, "Yeah, this guy like offered us money for like doing music and he never paid us. Like he was stealing basically people's work and using it." He does this thing called Video Games Live, which is like a orchestra concert, the video game music. Like it turns out he was like basically getting like local like colleges or high school bands and stuff to like play the music and not paying them and just like taking advantage of a bunch of people. Yeah. It's insane. Insane. And like I said, there's just so much gold in everything that Tommy said and did. Oh, here, look. Let's go to the website real quick. This is how bad it got, TJ. He had to start like hiding shit. Where is the Tommy Tellerico? Why isn't that coming out? There it is. Is there music playing, TJ?
Right now, no.
Okay. Because his website usually plays music. Look, you see how it says MTV Cribs House Tour, and it says the video is private. He had to start privating shit because it is not an MTV Cribs house tour. He was never on MTV Cribs.
Sad.
Tony, after what we've seen recently, do you honestly find it hard to believe there are pathological liars out there who believe the insanity they come up with? Well, that's the thing.
And
like
cultists who buy their shit on top of that.
There are certain people that I know are lying, that they know they're lying, right? And they do it anyway. Like there's a difference between someone who's lying and someone who's delusional. With Tommy, I always felt like he believed it. Like he truly thought these things were real. Like in his mind, he deluded himself so much that he believed it in his soul, right?
Gaslit himself.
Yeah, essentially. Where other people I know are just lying to lie, right? Like, so, you gotta love Tommy. Oh, apparently, I love that he this is on the website too. So, Aziz and Ansari, Tommy Tellerico comedy routine, stand up, talking about Tommy Tellerico and Tellerico.com.
Oh boy!
Should we play the video?
I want to talk.
Hold on.
Let's have a look.
Let's go on YouTube. Let's play it on YouTube. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember, it's one of those like, hey, look, there's a guy in the crowd thing, right? I don't think it's like, here's my good friend Tommy type thing.
So I want to talk to you guys a little bit about my trip to India. I went there in December, and I was there during the tsunami, and luckily I wasn't affected. And I know I'm not the most popular guy in New York or whatever among my friends and stuff, but I was expecting a few emails. Didn't get any for the first few days. Maybe it took them a while to hear about it. But what was interesting was I have a website, and on my website I have a thing that tells me what page people clicked on to get to my page. So if someone links me, I can find out. And I noticed I started getting all these hits from Tallarico.com. And I was like, what the hell is Tallarico.com? So I went there, and it was a message board. And it was not a message board for people that like video games, not a message board for people that are fans of a particular video game system. It was a page for fans of a guy that composes music for video games. I don't know what kind of level of nerdom that is, I've never been playing a video game and been like, man, this beat is hot.
So he's essentially making fun of Tommy's website. And Tommy's very proud of that.
You start to spin it like, oh, he recognizes me.
I have to look him up. Maybe it's Tallarico.com, who knows? Maybe there's a message board where I can bond with fellow fans of this particular composer. And apparently, my little brother posts on this message board like wildfire. And he posted an extended absence greeting that said, it said, I'm going to be out of town during the holidays, and my internet time while out of the country is questionable. So my posting on the boards will be decreased, and my Xbox Live time will be terminated until January 2nd. And one of his buddies knew that he was in India, so they started getting all these posts like, has anyone heard from Iron Man GLC? He went to like India, I think. And isn't that where all those people died? I pray he's okay and comes back. And then all these other people start posting stuff like, so do I. And then they're like, oh crap, wait, his brother has an online website abroad. Let's try to find it. And then, so they're like, all these guys are going on a hunt for my website.
Oh, he's clearly taking the piss.
He's not coming back if you...
What?
Oh, he's clearly taking the piss. He's clearly roasting him.
Yeah, well, I mean, it went from like he mentioned Tellerico.com to like, oh, my brother posted on it. And then it became more about his brother and not Tellerico.
January second. Yeah, I hope he's okay also. These are the real posts I'm reading. This one guy, he goes, I saw him posting on the G4 board. And that's like another video game board, apparently. And then he goes, edit, never mind, it was just someone else who had a signature that said Iron Man. Then this genius posts this. I heard the tsunami or whatever it was happened in the Far East. India's in the Middle East. Well, I think anyway. I do hope he's okay. And then this next fucker, man, he just like cryptically posts my brother's message that I read about. I'm going to be out of the holidays. It doesn't say anything else. He's still there. So then, like, someone posts a link to my website, and all these guys start going to it. And I posted some pictures of us in India, like at the Taj Mahal, and they're like, "Oh man, great pictures, beautiful country, funny guy." I thought that was pretty funny that my brother's cyber friends were quicker to check on him than my actual friends.
Yeah, so he's very proud of that. That's actually posted on Tommy's YouTube channel.
Amazing.
So, I mean, yeah, he mentions Tellerico.com, but it was just like in passing as to tell the story about his brother. That's funny. Either way, it's going to be a big revival. Tommy's going to come back. He said that if he ever lost it all, TJ, that in 2 years he would have it back. And so by the end of this year, he should be ready to fucking dominate the industry. He was George from Seinfeld. It's not a lie if you believe it, Jerry. All right. Let's get into some things. I don't know if you know this, but the Saudis are back at it again, TJ.
Oh, no. They're always at it. What did they do this time?
Saudi Arabia just spent over $6 billion buying up more of the video game industry.
Whoa! I know
Savvy
they bought
Games,
SNK so far. That's a thing.
Well, it says Savvy Games just scooped up another mobile juggernaut. Savvy Games, a gaming investment vehicle owned by Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund, has entered an agreement with TikTok parent company ByteDance to buy Moontone Games for $6 billion. That's only $1 billion or so shy of what Microsoft bought Bethesda for back in 2021. The deal is another sweeping move in the country's ongoing campaign to buy up major players in the gaming industry. I know they just invested like $1 million in Capcom, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah, and the fighting game tournaments, all that shit. Yeah. Saudi owned now.
Yeah, they acquired 5.03 stake in Capcom. So they got a 5% stake in Capcom. This acquisition directly supports Savvy's purpose to enable prosperity and connection through play for generations to come, and our mission to drive a long-term growth and innovation in games and esports. So do you think, like, obviously there's the woke gaming shit, and Saudi Arabia is clearly anti-gay, anti-LGBTQ, anti-fucking women, anti-minority. Like, do you think it's a good thing? Should we get behind, if you hate woke gaming, should you get behind the Saudis and be like, yeah, I'm glad? Or should you be worried that it's going to like go so far the other direction that it's just going to ruin gaming again?
It ruins gaming in another way. Here's the thing, right? Like, I'll quote Bosch Faustin. This is his talking point, and I agree with it 100%. This is their attempt at sanitizing their image. You know what I mean? They want the world to pay no attention to how savage they are in their own land, like how anti-free speech and shit they are in their own place. So what they're doing these days is just they're completely hands-off with the games. They let them do whatever they want. That's why, Fatal Fury right now, they're still TNA all over the place. Like they haven't touched at all. I think the other agenda where they're trying to sanitize their image is way more insidious than tampering with how the games are. But there is something they will do that's more prominent. It's like whatever the Saudi prince likes is going to be in the game, whether they like it or not. So that's how Ronaldo is a character in Fatal Fury. See what I mean? And then that DJ. There's going to be a lot of weird shit like that. So every aspect of the game is going to advertise the Saudi corporations.
That's crazy. I think it's going to be detrimental. There's going to start.
Oh, yeah.
We worry about the gays sneaking messages in. I think the Saudis are definitely going to be sneaking messages in.
100%. Yeah.
Blah blah blah. Savvy CEO Brian Ward said in a press release, once completed, it will further strengthen our leadership in mobile games, deepen our talent pool, expand our global footprint, and enhance our reach across esports. All the Gooners are going to be mad when the Saudis start cleaning up all those anime games. It says Moonton is a Shanghai-based subsidiary of ByteDance that's pursued free-to-play mobile hits. Those include the 2016 MOBA Mobile Legends Bang Bang, which has been downloaded over 1 billion times. I've never even heard of this shit. More recently, the company shipped co-op vertical shooter Acecraft, which smashes together Cuphead's animation style with famous licensed cartoon characters. Never heard of this either. Man, I'm really out of it when it comes to mobile gaming. Right?
Look at that.
Savvy purchased Monopoly Go maker Scopely in 2023 for $5 billion, and Pokemon Go maker Niantic in 2025 for $3.5 billion, and has major stakes in Embracer, Take-Two, and esports events companies. Saudi Arabia's gaming holdings extend far beyond Savvy, however, with stakes in Capcom, SNK Corporation, and several other gaming companies. I could have swore, I think it was like 3 years ago, that SNK, after the Saudis invested in them, SNK was claiming they were going to come out with a console.
Huh. Another Neo Geo?
Yeah, it was like a Neo Geo revival. I haven't heard anything about it since, but I remember seeing it because it was weird. I was like, oh, another like fucking retro console coming out. Its current crown jewel is a $55 billion leveraged buyout to own Electronic Arts, which is set to wrap up this summer. They're going to own EA. It's in the game. The gaming industry continues hurtling toward rampant consolidation following major acquisitions by entities like Microsoft and investments by big players like Tencent. Of course, none of those companies are directly owned by a monarch who reportedly helped instigate the U.S.'s current war against Iran. Man, with companies like Sony and Microsoft existing, it's going to allow Saudi Arabia to buy up so many companies without worrying about a monopoly, right?
Yep. All these companies are in hard times. They're going to be bought up by Saudi.
It's insane.
I mean, China was able to buy a lot of companies too.
Man, between the Chinese and the fucking Saudis, fuck gaming. Gaming is going to die.
Gaming is screwed. Stick to AA gaming.
Mint says, I remember creating a Pokemon Go account day 2 of it being released back in 2016. She Pokemon Go to the polls. I stopped playing it in 2019. I have never played Pokemon Go. The only mobile games I played were the Marvel ones. Was it like a Marvel Tournament of Champions, not Contest of Champions, and then the other ones. There's like 2 other Marvel ones that I played. They're going to own wrestling too. Man, I hope
they've been owning it. WWE. They own WWE now.
They do. They do own WWE. All right. We were talking about the Amico. One of the guys that was a big Amico backer, right, is a guy by the name of Retro Bro. We talked about him before. He had a Kickstarter for this, like, not Contra, but it was like a army game, right? But he's back. He's back with a new Kickstarter for something called, I believe it's pronounced Athos, a sci-fi Metrovania game for the NES. The NES. He's raised $21,000. It was at $18,000 the other day. He's at $21,000 right now. If you want to support this guy, this Retro Bro, there's the link. But let's take a look at the And I will say this game looks a lot better than the last one, so I give them credit for that.
The music reminds me of Metroid too.
It does, but it's also loud. You got to
yeah.
balance it. After centuries of war, save humanity or perish and leave them to their fate. Let's do that one. Let's do that. Let's leave them to their fate. You are humanity's last hope. It definitely needs voiceover. Like Retro Bro, if you're watching or if you stumble on this, like do voiceover for the trailers. You got to be like, explore a vast alien world.
It's still too loud, by the way. I meant to say. There we go.
More like loud. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better. Not perfect. It is a lot better than before. A rich, detailed 8-bit graphic.
This looks good.
Yeah, I think part of the problem with the 8-bit graphics is, again, I talked about this before. When the 8-bit graphics came along, the CRTVs, they show sprites differently than modern TVs, than HD TVs, right? And so that's why, like, if you look at an old NES game on a CRTV, it looks way better than if you play the same game on an HD.
Right.
I think that's one of the problems, like, with people making, like, I'm going to make an 8-bit game, but it's like, you don't have that benefit of the CRTV, which was curving the colors and stuff a certain way. This looks good. I like this. I think if the sprites are bigger, I've always said SNES is my era. Like I like NES. I grew up playing NES, obviously, right? But the SNES, I think those graphics hold up a lot better. So he should. I would definitely say, like, yeah, NES is good, but start doing like SNES games. And it is physical. He's got to, look at it, physical copies of the game. So you got the digital edition for $12, or you can get all gone. The Navigator cartridge only edition sold out. Explore CIB NES edition for $60. A limited edition for $99. And it's going all the way. Apparently, it says funding until March 5th, but it's still open because this was 18,000 like 2 days ago. It's at 21. I think he's still back to project. I like the box art. It does look like a NES game from way back when. So look at it. If only you had made this game for the Amico, you would have saved the system, Retro Bro. It's got easy mode for all you casuals, and it's got normal mode for all you sadists out there. Apparently, it's Best Music Bite Off, number 5. Athos features an original 8-bit soundtrack composed by Arsene Productions, an independent chiptune artist known for blending classic NES-style sound design with modern melodic structure. Arsene's work on Athos has already earned industry recognition. Man, he really learned a lot from Tommy. The game's soundtrack won Best Music at the Bite Off 5 competition, praised for its thematic cohesion, its rich use of limited channels, and its ability to make the world of Athos feel alive, alien, and mysterious. So it had stretch goals. I'm glad that Retro Bro's finally going out there and living his dream. Maybe one day he'll make a game that I'm like, hey, I'll actually play this. It says, feel free to embrace the chuds. Nerdrotic Rune Gaming. What can you do as a non-talented artist? Just my thoughts. As a non-talented artist, I guess you could support talented artists, support things that you like. Speaking of supporting things, do you like Cyberpunk, TJ?
As a genre or the game itself?
The game, Cyberpunk 2077.
How do I put this? It was underwhelming. Like I was expecting
maybe
it to be
this will
more.
whelm you.
All right.
The official Cyberpunk trading card game. It's already raised $11 million.
Whoa.
11 million. 15,000 backers. 26 days to go.
Good morning, Night City!
Get some hustle.
The card art is pretty nice. Flex your chrome. I mean, Cyberpunk, the genre and even the game, it does really lend itself to a trading card game.
Oh, yeah.
I'm watching this and like I don't want to play the physical game, but man, if they made a Cyberpunk,
The deck builder game, right? Yeah.
I have a feeling they probably will double dip, right? After they raise the money to do the physical cards, they'll eventually release it as a mobile game, probably. Cyberpunk TCG. There it is. So you can obviously support this. Most funded Kickstarter TCG ever, apparently. 2 players, 15 minutes, 17 plus. Why back now? Beta products will be printed on demand, meaning that you are guaranteed to receive the product you ordered. Get access to exclusive items and card arts that will only ever be printed in beta products. Get in on the ground floor with the community of Cyberpunk TCG and help shape the future direction with your feedback and participation. Right now, for $50, you get common cyber decks, 2 starter decks, the Heist featuring Night City Mercenaries and Embracing Power featuring the Araska Corporation, dice included in each starter deck. Not bad. I mean, for $50, you get 2 starter decks. I think that's a pretty good deal, no? Quick hacks, 1 display, 36 beta booster packs. Where you at, Vito? This is what you need to get in on.
Yeah, this is his gig.
You can flip all this shit. Net run. How many? So they raised 11 million. How much of this do you think is just fucking people that are looking to flip all this shit? Like card scalpers.
Oh, I bet it's a lot. I bet that's their entire agenda to begin with.
So I mean, shit. Some of this shit goes up to 500, $1,000, 4 starter, 6 displays, premium dice, special metal card, $2,799. There's 332 people that have pledged $2,800 to this game. There's an $8,000 tier, TJ.
Holy shit.
Only 34 people on that tier, but man. There was an $8,000 tier that's all gone already. They had 100 backers. There's another 8,000 tier with 100 backers. Another. I guess there's different variations of the tier. Man. I love trading cards, but I don't think I'd drop 8,000 on a trading card game. That's insane. All pledged tiers receiving a Kickstarter exclusive Nova Rare Rebecca having a moment card. I saw this and I was like, man, that's insane. $11 million. So they got tier unlocks. Look at all that shit. Selling metal cards. They're stealing Ben's gimmick. It's all the metal cards.
Oh shit!
$40 optionals. Look, you can add some playmats. That's nice. I like that. I wouldn't buy it for $40. Some mat to play fucking my card game on. $100 for some fucking dice? Are you insane? There it is, guys. If you're into, I'll put the link to the Kickstarter if you want to support that. Throw your money at it. I love CCGs, but to be honest, since Pokemon, it's less about actual gaming. It's all about scalping and secondary markets. I also recently backed a Dungeon Stamps campaign. What? Pokemon scalpers are crazy. They really are.
Oh yeah.
I know. I watched a video on the shoe scalpers, right? And apparently, like they were scalping the shoes because they were putting them out in limited quantities. And then the shoe companies were like, "Wait a minute, we can just like make more shoes and we can sell more because like the scalpers aren't helping us, right? Because if like we have 200 and we sell out of the 200, like we made our money. But if we make 500, we could sell out of the 500." And so the shoe company started just making more shoes, and then the entire scalper industry for shoes just collapsed overnight. They have all kind of stock that they just can't get rid of because people are like, why would I buy like the shoes for $100, $150 from a scalper when I could just go get them for $70, $80 at the store, right? Because now they're available again. I think that's the only way that Pokemon cards are going to stop the scalping is just release more cards, right? If you oversaturate the market, then the scalpers will have nothing. Like no one will buy from them. All right. Sony Pony, bud. So reportedly not looking to release PlayStation first-party games on a PC launcher, contrary to recent rumors. This is from Twisted Voxel. So I don't know if this means that we're not going to have Ghost of Yotai on PC now, or they're going to have to wait. But it says, contrary to recent rumors, Sony Interactive Entertainment is not looking to release PlayStation first-party games on a PC launcher, according to a news report. Bloomberg reliable investigative journalist Jason Schreier, so reliable, took to the gaming enthusiast Reset-era forums to respond to a fellow member. The latter highlighted a rumor that has apparently been making the rounds regarding the alleged rebranding of PlayStation Network, resulting in Sony Interactive Entertainment releasing a PC launcher to bring its first-party titles to the platform. While Schreier didn't directly deny the possibility of a PC launcher, he doubled down on his earlier statement regarding Sony Interactive Entertainment's decision to move away from releasing major PlayStation first-party titles on the platform, saying that the company will officially confirm its new stance at some point in the future. I love when these journalists and these guys that they, you know, I used to get inside information, right? I still sometimes get inside info. And if you can't say anything, then don't. Like this whole like, well, eventually at some point, sometime they'll say a thing and it's like,
oh God.
Because I could just come out and just say bullshit and be like, hey, Sony is going to announce, eventually Sony will announce that Ghost of Yotai is on PC. Just wait for it. And it's like, I'm just guessing. And if it never happens, I could just turn around and go, well, actually they were going to, but then they there was an internal meeting and they decided against it, right? All this like hedging your bets, right? You see it a lot from the scoopers, right? That they'll claim a thing, but like, so according to my inside rumor, Spider-Man's going to actually be gay in the next movie. That's just the early word We don't know yet. The script isn't finalized yet. And then like 3 months later, they'll be like, oh yeah, it turns out that they changed their mind from all the backlash. You guys won. We won. He speculated that this may happen during its fiscal year earning call with investors, or perhaps when Housemarque begins conducting press interviews and previews for its upcoming title, Saros. According to Schreier, either Sony Interactive Entertainment or the first-party developer may be questioned regarding plans to bring the game to PC, and they say no. For the uninitiated, Saros is PlayStation's next first major party title. It is set for release on April 30th, 2026, exclusively for PS5. It's a bullet hell third-person shooter that stays true to Housemarque's roots while introducing fresh mechanics. Unlike the studio's previous title, Returnal, which was known for its punishing loop, Saros promises more persistent progression between deaths, potentially broadening its appeal. I tried Returnal. I didn't like it. It was weird and insanely, obnoxiously hard. Set on the world of Carcosa, the game puts players in the role of Saltari enforcer Arjun Devraj, portrayed by Rahul Kohli, as he searches for a missing colony from another world. He wields the Saltari shield. Why is everything got to be so complicated? Jesus.
Nouns, and more nouns.
I'm just saying, like, Centipede, you're a guy shooting shit. Mario, Donkey Kong, Mario is rescuing his girlfriend from a giant monkey. Like, things were so simple back then. Like, can we just have games like without complex stories?
You are the Alpha Wing Commander in the Phasmagar Galaxy and planet on planet Stratos. Give me a break. He wields
the Saltari shield, which can block incoming strikes and absorb the energy of enemy projectiles. This stored power allows his right arm to morph into a Carcosian power weapons, which can be released against foes. As players explore Carcosa, they will discover Saltari holograms that reveal the plans and events that shape its past.
It's like Krakosa from the Terminal.
What is the game? I've heard nothing about this. I must have missed like the fucking announcement for this shit. But yeah, so no PC launcher for Sony. Are you shocked? Deadly says the Returnal was good. I thought it sucked.
Looks like
most
Bullet
games
Hell,
for PC that come. What was it?
It looks like Bullet Hell, but third person.
Yeah, it was. Most games for PC that come on console first were delayed a year. Stellar Blade, First Ghost, for example. It's a business model that works. Stellar Blade blew up on PC. Yeah. We got one more Sony article, and then we'll get to some trailers. Sony reportedly isn't experimenting with targeted price increases. Tests limited to varying PSN discount levels. Sony Interactive Entertainment reportedly isn't experimenting with targeted price increases, as the test is limited to varying discount levels for select PSN users. A recent clarification from pricing tracker PS Prices has corrected earlier interpretations about a large-scale pricing experiment taking place on the PlayStation Store. While initial indicators suggested that Sony may be testing elastic pricing that could include targeted price increases for certain PSN users, they're going to make black people pay more money. Like, hey, black, yeah, pay more. The updated information indicates the program is instead focused solely on experimenting with different discount levels. I don't know how they could even get away with that. Wouldn't you be pissed if you found out like your buddy was getting a 10% discount and you weren't?
Oh, yeah.
The confusion involved a program identified in PlayStation's backend system as IPT_LTM, which PS Prices discovered through a data mine of PlayStation Store API responses. Early indications suggested that the program may show different users different prices for the same game, potentially including higher than standard prices for some players. However, PC Prices has now issued a correction clarifying that the data has been misinterpreted. According to the updated explanation, the price variations seen in the IPT_LTM program were not increases at all, but rather discounts of different depths compared to the retail price. The misunderstanding came from an example involving the PS5 version of GTA 5. Initially, a test price of $29.99 was assumed to be a price increase compared to another experimental price of $26.99. However, the updated post clarifies that the standard price of the PS5 version of the game is $39.99. Both experimental prices therefore represent discounted offers rather than higher pricing. I've not even played GTA 5. As PS Prices explained its correction, previously we interpreted the $29.99 price for GTA 5 as a test increase. In fact, the retail price is $39.99, and both experimental prices are discounts of different depths, not increases. The IPT_LTM table has been updated to include retail prices for context. Could you imagine, like, someone hacked, or not hacked, data mined the Sony store, and then Sony had to like fix their internal thing to be like, look, guys, we weren't trying to screw anyone over. We're trying to offer price.
Did they get hacked before? People got doxxed, like everybody's usernames got stolen and shit.
They're always getting doxxed.
Why?
Did anyone play Kena Bridge of Spirits? Was that any good? I have not. I actually have it bought, and I haven't got around to playing it yet.
The Zeros hate it for some reason.
It looked okay. It didn't look anything special. I heard it was kind of short, though. But we got some trailers. TJ, I remember the other day I was saying that I had some game codes, some review codes.
All right.
I'm now at liberty to say that I do have Basketball Classics. I will be putting out a review of that tomorrow. So Acclaim did give me the review code for this. Unlock Legends. There's a story mode, there's a season mode, there's quick play, there's 2 players. They play 2 players locally.
Way ahead of their time, huh?
I will say this. I played it, me and Sidekick Max were playing it. And I was like, hey, Sidekick Max, come play this game with me so we could, I could get some footage of the 2 players, right? We ended up playing for like 45 minutes.
Just stop playing, huh?
No, it's like fun. It's quick. Like if you put it on like 3-minute quarters, like the 3 minutes goes by so fast. You don't even know.
Right.
It is. I'll talk about it more when I do the review, but it was a lot of fun. The dunking mechanic. There's like a little mini game in the dunking where you can block, so it's like not automatic dunks necessarily, right?
Yeah.
There's like some strategy. It's a pretty fun game. It's simple. I'm not a big basketball guy, right? I'm not someone who's into basketball or even into sports at all. I obviously don't play sports games, but I played this and I was like, oh, this is fun. Like I said, we played it and like 45 minutes later, we were still playing it. I'm like, man, if it wasn't for the fact that one of the controllers went out because the battery died on it, right? We would have played it longer. It is that fun. We're a lot of smack talking, a lot of in your face. How you like that?
Take that.
Yeah.
They need to bring back NBA Jam. I believe that's also an Acclaim game.
Yeah. But this is real fun. I got to see what it costs, though. Obviously, I'm always cost conscious, right? Where I go, if this game, how fun is it compared to the price? Is it a $50 fun or is it a $10 fun, right? So I got to see how much this costs retail to really determine, is it worth the price? But so far, loving it. All right, this is Super Alloy Crush. And as you can see, this is like fucking another Mega Man wannabe.
I'm interested.
I think it's more of a Zero, like a Mega Man world.
More melee focus.
So you got two characters. One looks more melee, one looks more long range guns. I love the sprite work.
Yeah.
It's got jiggle physics, bud.
Jiggle physics, bud. Sturgis will approve.
Roguelike combat. Upgrade and break your limits. I will say, like, when did Mega Man become a genre unto itself? Because, like, there is so many Mega Man likes, right?
Same with Castlevania. Both of those.
Right. Like I said, this looks really good. I'm excited for this.
They have lots of characters, I'm guessing. Looks fun.
All right, this is Overthrown, official 1.0 launch trailer.
Whoa!
Build your city.
Oh, shit.
Pick up anything.
Okay, my friends are going to make me play this for sure. There's co-op.
Recruit citizens. Eat up sheep.
Airships?
Battle outlaws. It looks like a more fun Minecraft. Now work together. So it does look like there might be multiplayer, people. I like the graphics too. It reminds me of early PlayStation.
Yeah.
It is available now. It says Minecraft is very fun. I like Minecraft, but I'm someone who's like, I could play Minecraft for hours and I've done nothing. It's like, oh, all I did was like make a garden. Like I don't play Minecraft for like how other people play. Like I'm gonna build a really unique, big, giant castle. I'm just like, I'm gonna like make a small farm, and just sit here and do nothing. I love crafting games, but I can never get into Minecraft, to be honest.
They're only good when they're mixed with other genres, right? Like, or if they put
Dragon Quest Builders was a nice Minecraft like. It was. I like Dragon Quest Builders 2. I think is the one is a little bit better, but it had like a level structure, so like you moved on to the next level, and you're like, oh, you got to start all over again. I didn't like that.
Oh, that's lame. I'm still playing Pal World to this day.
I'm still playing Stardew Valley to this day. I did Hard West.
Out here, every man carries a
Hard West
debt.
2.
And some debts can't be paid in gold. That's why I ride with a posse. Folks as mean, desperate, and damned as I am.
Some comic book
Turns out,
artwork here.
Trouble's a whole lot easier to find than fortune. And what we found that night sure as hell wasn't what we were looking for.
I like when video games do
Letting
that.
luck make the rules.
So cutscenes, just comic book artwork. I'm like, yeah, that works.
Now,
Just a couple.
you kill, you live. You kill again, and you just might survive.
I love these like tactical games with like cowboys and
These
shit.
misfits, they're all I got between me.
That's a
and
crazy
oblivion.
fusion of genres right there.
We set out for gold, but now I'm chasing the devil. and I ain't stopping till it
Some
gets
steampunk
back what's
shit.
mine. So saddle up, because this hell ride's just beginning.
I was gonna say, Rippaverse, take notes.
PlayStation.
All right, this one is just for me, but I'm gonna make you guys watch it. It's called Rubato.
Violence?
Violence.
Yeah, it says there's violence.
Did it say it? Yeah,
See?
violence, blood, and
Blood.
language.
What?
But look, it's a 2D physics-based collectathon platformer.
You're a fraud. Wow, this looks wild.
I think it's one of those games where it's this, but also there's something else underneath it, right?
Yeah. It's like one of those like where it's games within games.
I think it's gonna be one of those like horror games. Like, oh, it's actually a horror game.
Yeah.
Put it in there. I like this art. I don't know why. Again, very PlayStation 1 cutscene shit. And anything with a frog, you know I gotta play it.
Very meta, yeah.
PlayStation.
All right, Street Fighter 6 Alex update launch trailer.
Oh,
I
shit.
I picked this because I want to talk about Alex. So let's watch the trailer first, and then let's have an uncomfortable conversation.
All right.
Try to keep up. Yeah.
Abigail. Made a character in the Fabulous Frogman after Abigail.
Alex. Hell yeah. Spent too long.
USA.
I want my rematch.
I actually found out this is a sequel to Street Fighter 3. So we got the timeline wrong.
Is it a sequel to Street Fighter 3?
Yeah, this is what happens after Street Fighter 3. So he was a face, and now he's a heel.
Well, let's yeah, not a J. Sweet Home Alabama. Not a J must be aware of what's going on.
So that's what people are talking about. Okay, I'm clueless.
Oh, good. TJ, you're clueless. Good.
Ooh.
So Alex has been released. People have played the game, played the story mode. Alex has his little ending cutscenes and everything. So, as it turns out, Alex has a wife. Okay?
All right.
Alex's wife is his cousin. And she's pregnant.
Ah.
That's pretty fucked up, huh? He knocked up his cousin.
Oh, shit.
And that would be where it should end, right? That is kind of fucked up. And I should stop there. That should be the end of this discussion, but it's not, TJ.
Oh, no.
Because in the story mode, you find out that Alex was raised alongside his cousin. So she's actually his cousin's sister, right? Like she was raised as a sister alongside Alex. Right?
Whoa,
So they grew up.
whoa.
It wasn't like a cousin that's like lived in a different city or a far off cousin, or I didn't know she was my cousin. This
Right.
was a cousin that was raised with Alex in Alex's home.
Is this the kid from Alex's cutscenes in Street Fighter 3?
And now this should be where I stop. But again, it gets worse.
Oh, no!
Alex is older than his cousin.
Yes, I knew it. Oh, no!
He helped raise his cousin.
What are we doing here?
So his little baby sister cousin that he helped raise, she grew up to be his lady who he knocked up. And in the cutscene, he talks about how she still has those same eyes that looked up at him when she was little.
Shit.
What are you doing? Why? Why, Capcom?
Why? Yeah. Now I don't want to buy the game anymore. Thank you, Capcom.
I mean, who was like, hey, you know what? Let's bring back Alex, but let's make him so that he's a cousin fucker, but also the cousin was raised in his home, but also the cousin's way younger than him. So Alex is basically her father figure.
I know the rationale, but my God, it's retarded. Like, I know they wanted to shoehorn the kid who was with him in Street Fighter 3 in those cutscenes, and then they wanted to make her relevant. But this isn't the way. Holy shit.
I mean, they could have just said that the little girl was their kid.
Yeah. Or he raised her, that's it. We leave it at that.
It's, man.
Kenny Omega did the mocap for him. Now I bet he has a lot of regrets.
So let's go over to Event Hubs real quick. It says, fans are feeling confused and disgusted about Alex's controversial ending seen in Street Fighter 6's arcade mode. I have a feeling that they're going to be forced to remove this or change it in some way.
They need to retcon this shit straight away. Holy shit. This ain't it, Chief.
Like, man, like, who thought this was like there was a group of people that sat together who pitched this idea and they all went, yeah,
right. Yep. Let's go with it. Sure.
Says Alex is now available in Street Fighter 6 alongside a balance patch that provides changes for the entire roster. Fans are already breaking down everything, blah, 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 blah. While fans do seem interested in Alex's gameplay, it's actually his story development in Street Fighter 6 that has everyone talking. In particular, a massive change in his relationship with Patricia, a non-playable character since Street Fighter 3, can be observed in his ending during an arcade mode playthrough. Much of Alex's story in Street Fighter 3 involved him getting revenge for the serious injury of his friend Tom at the hands of Gil. Since Alex's parents died at a young age, Tom has essentially been a father figure to Alex. Some have taken this to mean that Tom is Alex's adoptive father. Alex himself even describes Tom as being his father during dialogue in World War. Of course, this has seemingly formed a close-knit relationship between Alex and Tom's daughter, Patricia. As such, fans have long since believed Patricia to be Alex's adoptive sister. And this was even depicted as such in various forms of unofficial media tied to Street Fighter, such as Udon Comics. During a dialogue with Alex in World Tour mode, it is revealed that Tom is a cousin of Alex's mother. This would suggest that Alex and Patricia are actually related in Street Fighter lore. So in the original, Tom was just a friend of his dad, of his parents, right?
Yeah.
And they could have left it at that and like, okay, so he dated his adoptive sister. We've seen that with the Flash. Flash dates Iris in the
that would make sense.
Right?
Yeah.
But they said, you know what? Let's make it so that Tom is actually a cousin of the family. Go, wait, why? Up until now, Alex and Patricia have always expressed a familial bond that was viewed as platonic.
Platonic, yep.
Deeper forms of affection never seem to extend beyond just a hug between these two characters. Even overlooking this implied family dynamic, there also appears to be quite the age gap between Alex and Patricia. In particular, Patricia was always believed to be significantly younger than Alex due to how they portrayed in Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 5. There's even some artwork within Street Fighter 6 that showcases Alex as a kid holding Patricia as a baby.
Oh, no.
It's funny to think that Alex considers Tom to be his father, but doesn't necessarily see Patricia as his sister. At the end of Street Fighter VI's arcade ending, Patricia makes an appearance as she is heard calling Alex honey. Evidently, Alex and Patricia have been officially married for some time now. Not only that, but it would seem that Patricia is now pregnant with Alex's child. It's confirmed that the two are expecting a daughter in the near future. While Capcom is clearly attempting to go with a heartwarming moment with what's showed in the scene, it seemingly only managed to confuse and even disgust many vocal fans on social media. Regardless, it feels like basically nobody was expecting this twist. I don't know if it's a twist so much as a what the fuck, right? Why? Why would you do this, Capcom?
I wonder who the brains is behind this. Find them
It
and
would
fire
be
them.
less weird if they weren't blood related, but they decided to go that 70s show route.
Yeah. They made it twice as weird. Maybe we would have let it slide. Okay, you know what? Yeah, the orphan kids, they live together, fine, whatever.
But then they went, nah, let's make them related. All right, so this is Andalis, Realms of Eternal Lights. Can you hear that, TJ? Is it playing music?
Yeah.
Gotta make sure, because, StreamYard's always fucking up. The art design, I like everything. Right?
Also, on some Zelda shit. Look at this.
Always darkness. You never just have a game with just like normal shit. It's gotta be dark. Darkness is coming.
This lantern, it will guide you through the dark.
Oh shit, a Green Lantern.
Where it shines, the light will answer.
Don't say Green Lantern around DC, they'll get mad.
You are our hope now.
Ray's in the game.
You
Oh shit!
are the light bearer.
And he's a light bringer. Whoa!
Will not be easy. This task is dangerous and challenging.
Zelda at home.
Many
I'm
will
liking this
resist
already.
and test your will.
The only thing I'm not liking is like
Forces
he
of
looks
darkness
like a kid
will rise
from
to
the real
challenge
world. Like he's got like this is all like
But
fantasy
remember, Ray,
coded, right?
Yeah.
And he's wearing like
you will
jeans
never
and a regular like sweater.
That's probably the plot, right? You never know. Okay, now here he's dressed up as one of them. Blended in and shit.
So it might be like an isekai, right?
Yeah. Or like Never Ending Story.
Dude, I love Never Ending Story. Don't even start with that. Yeah, it looks like he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
into costumes
Yep,
and
you
stuff.
can change classes and shit.
We do need a good Zelda at home. Like Zelda is a weird one that like no one ever makes it good Zelda like. Oh shit, he's
just
doing
saw-
fucking Hadouken on that shit.
It's like a rogue and then a knight and then a mage.
Realms of the Eternal Lights. Wish listed now.
I'm sold.
This is another Hero's Adventure. Official trailer, Chinese. I like the artwork on this. I'm guessing it's going to be like a mobile game, probably. I would say China do be making some good games.
Oh yeah. The Dark Myth Wukong.
If only they weren't so evil, right?
True. They weren't. If only they weren't such vile bastards. Oh shit! You got some turn-based combat. They really need to make never-ending story a game. That needs to happen.
The never-ending RPG.
Yeah. Dungeon
And that's
Fighter
it.
at home.
That's the I think that's the last trailer we got. All right. TJ, we got one last thing to do, and that's to go over the polls because we already went. Guys, if you don't know, we are going over the Ask Us Anything on Thursday from now on. The Ask Us Anything will drop on Wednesday, and we will go over it on Thursday. So
That's right.
we have 2 polls, so this should be a quick one. Needs more kazoo. Needs more cowbell. All right. Should we end the open panel streams? 21% said yes. 58% said no. 21% said make it once a month.
Oh, overwhelmingly no. I think people love our eclectic crew. They love the Lances and the George Peter Gattises and the CJHs of the world.
All right, so these are the comments. Music Master says, open the panel to the giants of the comic book industry like Stimulated Cynic. The panel is open to him. He can get on whenever he wants. He's just
trying to do
so.
Yeah.
My sketchbook says, no, I like them. It breaks up the 3 panelists on all the time and allows you guys to go off the cuff. Also, just look for different topics that will keep the convo going. I appreciate the open panels. It's just... it's hard to do them when no one is like, oh, we have an open panel, but no one's brave enough to show up. So it's just like, oh, it's just me and TJ and Otto again. Right?
Yeah,
So
it's going to be more Rippaverse with George interfering and messing things up, you know?
Yeah. Broken Good says, I'm in no camp, but if you're thinking about modifying the schedule, suggest testing with a reduced frequency. Every so often, the open panel strikes gold, and it's good FU to the cowards that can only attack you in the safety of their whisper networks.
He's not wrong.
All right. And the obviously, we did the Ask Us Anything Wednesday, or Thursday, rather. So if you haven't seen that. Should we retire N-words can be gay too?
Whoa! Overwhelmingly no.
58% said no.
They love that
said
shit.
yes. 23% said update it. So I did give the option so you could, not end it, but just update it a little.
I was one of the 23%.
Yeah. Mint says, I love the occasional blood sports. I do too, but no one wants to do blood sports. I even say I'll empty the panel and we could whoever wants to come on one-on-one. But these guys, they'll go on their shows and they'll go on fucking other people's shows and run their mouths and talk all that shit. But when given the opportunity to do it here, they don't do it. Because they've tried it, right? They've tried to come here and run their mouth and they all get put in their place. And so they know that it's a lot better for them to go somewhere where no one can rebut them. Right?
I think they all feel the abject humiliation of everybody in the chat heckling them too. That's why for them, heckling in the chat is they feel like they're doing something. Yeah, because that's how they feel pain.
Yeah, they want to go into a safe space where the chat loves them and the chat's not going to say anything mean about them. They want to be able to run their mouths with no pushback from anybody, right? Because you see, they go on a stream and they'll say some of the craziest, outlandish shit, and none of their panelists go, you got proof of that? You got evidence? They just go along with it, right? They go along with the bullshit. And when they come here, when they try to challenge me, I directly say, give me proof. Show me. Show evidence. A Dark Gift comes on and goes, you called Katie a pedophile. And I go, no, I didn't. Well, yes, you did it. No, I didn't. You got evidence? Okay, well, maybe you didn't, right? Because they know. I will fucking question them. I will not let them get away with anything. I won't let them start the sentence, go, when you called Katie a pedophile, I go, whoa, stop there. We're not continuing this train of thought because you started at a bad fucking position, right? If you're going to start off with, I did something that I didn't do, we're not even going to continue. We're going to address what you're claiming first, right? They can't handle that. They can't handle the Socratic method.
Yeah. They just love hibbity-jibbity and gish galloping.
Cosmic says, I'm working on a new version of that clip. And also, he's been too shy to get in on the panel. I mean, don't when it comes to open panels, don't be shy. Even if you just come on to say hi or just to like,
even if you just chill out, like CJH comes here and chills out. You know?
Yeah, chill out for a couple minutes. We've found people, right? We help get people to open up. I mean, say what you want about Wizard, but Wizard got his start from us going, "Hey, you want to come on the show? Here's a link. Let's get you on, get you talking." Right? There's been a lot of people that have come through here. You know, I don't like Johnny Rocket, but Johnny Rocket's first panel was here, right? And he was terrible. We got him to talk more, and then he went too far.
Well, that was.
I went straight up.
We have regrets.
Yeah, they're too pussy because they would rather talk shit on the keyboard over talking to you directly.
Bingo.
Or EFAB your video and then just lie about what you're saying as you're saying it. Like, I don't understand how they can do this. Like, it's one thing to go, fuck this guy. He did this and he said this. There's a completely other thing to go. You're watching the guy or the lady, and they're saying, "I did X," and they go, "He did Y. Can you believe he's doing Y?" And no one's going, dude. Like, they literally just said the opposite. Like, that's clearly not what the person was saying on the screen that we're all watching. The chat doesn't go, "No, you're wrong," and they on the panel don't go, "No, you're wrong." They all just somehow live in this distortion field of like, I said that he actually meant this other thing that's clearly not what's being said. Anyway, no one wants us to get rid of it. We got 13 comments. Let's see what everyone has to say. Broken Good says, keep the original. Don't overplay it. Promise last time I push them, unless inspiration hits and new songs are made. Unlisted, so you can only get them via link. So remix to Ninja's.
Oh.
What's this?
He made new. Well, let's have a look. We might use these.
We will right now. So this is the updated mix, the Gay Ninja.
Now, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to make up some koala stories again. Now I know I'm being rude. We man eating all food, raging all about them toes while trying to mac on all the holes. Reminds of my big truck when I get in, I need to jump, trying to hide my reach, thinking it's something I can see. I must be a road.
There's no way he isn't short, right? Like, even the AI figured out that's how tiny he is.
I can't tell the truth. I hate your teeth. Running my hands through her wig, realizing it's all filter did. This the remix, the Gay Ninjas. Wig had causing some cringes. Seen it rolling that body, cause his legs always be twitching. Drinking all of the rum. But Frog Tony's not drunk. It's the CG weekend, people gonna have us some fun. Cindy off in this truck, saying he don't give a what. Raging, stuttering, but he knows he can't win.
Oh shit!
On his throne, throwing out props and bows. The fella from joy and a tone. Now I know.
I like it. I like it. And then he says, CG's Gothics, Katie Did's Whisper Network. So there's another video.
Oh shit.
I don't read no indie comics. Easy, I don't care at all. If I had $1 million, well, I'd buy some mango.
Look, got the AI putting the little girl and the dog in the background.
It's the little details.
Well, if I could find that mango with that dog, she needs to be found. Well, I'd fill my desktop and smack law enforcement down. All I really want to see my kids in school. All I want to say is I'm a woman.
I love how these two are recurring characters.
Cause my soul will have to. Make up some more crap. whisper network of my own.
Very crime noir coded, right?
Hall monitor gonna nag one and
Pepe
all.
Sylvia aboard.
Make the break, make the break, make the break, and I break CG. Oh yeah, and swear that
Cindy on the saxophone. Let's go.
what I really wanna know. Don't insult me. What I really wanna say, I can't define. 'Cause if I do, I will have to go. I dug my own hole.
It says for the Fans Fest in the background. Katie Wiggs, Weeb Gooner, Katie Gooner dead.
See, this is the difference between like Broken Good. If you're listening, this is telling you a story. Like this is based in reality, even though it's a bunch of goofy memes and shit. This is the difference. The shit that they make is like based on things they hate about us. It's more like a hate session when they're coming up with the AI. This here is like disseminating information. It's telling you a reality. AI got the phone backwards.
The AI be fucking up sometimes.
Bam!
I like the beat. The song was pretty good. Pretty good. We'll definitely play those on Monday. Yanafui fell off with his vids. This is smart. Absolute cinema.
Cinematic it is.
Yanafui is simping for Katie and is clearly on a side and has a bias.
That's the problem. I thought he was memeing on everybody, like equally. But it turns out he has a very heavy bias.
And again, it's not based on, like you said, it's not based on any reality. It's like, oh, we're gonna like make up this lie about Tony, and then we're gonna make an AI of it to be like, see, it's real because this AI that we is doing the thing that we lied about, right? It's like, really. It says change it to the Hobbits can be gay too. Use Suno to change the genre and/or lyrics, says TJ.
Yep.
Notice that I
trick
like the
from
original,
Little
but I
Movie
voted for an updated variant version. Yes, says Beefy. No, this is our national anthem, says Music Master. We need midget can be gay too. Agreed. It says notice. I want more of Melanie Mac's soundbite.
Oh.
Only if you bring back the living my best life. Ain't going back and forth with these niggas. Living my best life.
Well, that is a banger too.
But that's a real song. With the other one, the Ninjas Can Be Gay Too, is I think it's not a major label, so I think that's why it never gets flagged, right? I had already started working on an extended version for the big SC. Ooh. The answer is a big no, says Melvin. We need another video for higher supers. So there you go. I think everyone wants a new. They don't want to get rid of it, but they go, hey, if you get more than $10,
they want more variety. Yeah.
Melanie is done with quartering shit. What happened? Did something happen? Something happened in the chat.
Or do you mean that she finally brought her husband out of the shadows just to stay away from the quartering?
Maybe she quit. Maybe she off the show. Maybe the husband's like, hey, you need to get off that show with that weirdo.
Yeah.
It seems like he never got over being told his older work was better. Yeah.
Oh, he never recovered from that. Yeah.
And you know me, I like a lot of people do that. Like, give me your honest criticism, and then I do, and they go, "I fucking hate you! I can't believe you said that." And it's like, you asked me to be honest, right? But I do wonder if Melanie Mac is going to eventually walk away from the quartering. So it'd be interesting. Now that she's married and has to be Not flirty with Jeremy. Kino Casino, they going hard after Hambone. I don't watch Kino Casino. Those guys are weird.
Them clowning on quartering is hilarious, though. Like it's like two PPP and quartering yelling at each other, two fat people. You know, that's amusing to me.
Oh shit! Sam Keith died.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
That's terrible. Can't believe it. It's insane. Right now, Ethan's live. It says Comic Skate Live, rip Sam Keith. So I'm going to send you guys over there. This is how I find out my Mel is married. Yeah, we've been trying to tell you, says Nada J. All right. So we are all done here. Let me do the thing where I send people over to other places. Redirect. All right. All right. Guys, go enjoy some CG Live with Ethan Van Sciver. We're out of here. Take it easy, guys. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.